Hello. I am back with another video for the Kingston. And why I am is because I did have a viewer that requested, how does she thread this machine? Because she has one just like it. So I thought I would help her out. Okay, I use cones, but you can also put a spool of thread here on this spool pin. But since I use cones, I do actually use felt and a doily to kind of keep it from on the straight and narrow so that the thread stays in good position. And then it comes through here. Now there are two of these. Don't get confused. This front one is for when you are threading and winding a bobbin. It's the only time you use it. So for sewing, you use the back one, and it comes down. It goes around in a counterclockwise fashion through the tension discs. So it has to be through these two discs. Okay? And then it comes up and it hooks into the check spring. And then it comes from the check spring. You can see it's through there. It goes through the eye of the, and it's like really impossible for me to, there we go. I got it. Nope, it dropped. Okay, so if it drops, what ends up happening is it comes out of the check spring. Anytime you, something gets, messed up, you want to make sure it gets back into that check spring, because the check spring is what gives you a good quality stitch. Without it, you won't ever have a quality stitch. And so now I'm going to try getting it through there and not dropping it. There we go. Okay, so you can see it's still through the check spring, working like a charm. How I can get it to do that is because my presser foot is down, so I have tension. If I didn't, if my presser foot was up, nothing would, the thread would just go through freely. So you want to have the presser foot down. Then after it's gone through the take-up arm, then you want to go, it goes from the front to the back. Just do it like that. And now it's in that little thread keeper eye. And then the last but not least is you have a thread guide at the needle here. And it starts in the front and goes over to the side, to the left. And so I hooked that. Okay? Now, because it hooks and the opening is here, and this is where the thread guide is, that tells you that the thread goes through the eye of the needle from the left to the right. If it was different than that, if it was front to back, it would be in the front. If it goes from right to left, it would be on the right. So I'm going to thread this baby so you can see. I use really good needles. I buy them in bulk. This is actually a top stitch needle. Also can be used for embroidery. So it's much easier to thread than a utility needle. Let me get that around there. It's hard doing this with one hand. Okay. So there you have it. This baby is ready to sew. Okay. So I hope that helped you. And so if you're going to thread the bobbin and wind a bobbin, put your thread here or do it like I've got it. And instead of going to the back, you go through here. String it back straight through, and you put on a bobbin and put it through the hole. This is a 15, so bobbins are plentiful. And then you push it like this, which engages it. And this little arm goes in the center. And when the thread starts winding, what happens, let me move, is it starts going like this. And then when it gets to a point, it stops it from from moving. Okay? Well, thanks again for watching my videos and subscribing. I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any other questions. Bye.